Welcome to London.
Thanks, bro.
London, man, all the way from Houston.
For sure.
You lot said you came from, like, you had to go Arizona, then down to Houston before you came to Amsterdam, then London.
Yeah.
How's that been?
That's a long trip to shoot an episode, though. Travel to shoot an episode, yeah.
Very long trip.
To get, like, an episode off in London.
Yeah, that's it.
So tell us about this whole thing you're starting up.
Courage Owhonda was bought from a pure passion to express the immigrant journey. As a negative rap about, when you have an immigrant journey, that's a negative rap, especially the media, and everything about immigrants is being blown out of proportion. But like Courage Owhonda was born to like change the narrative of the immigrant
Set
journey.
the narrative right.
Yeah, like shine a spotlight on the immigrant.
Oh, okay.
So that's me, because I'm an immigrant. I came from Nigeria to the US 2015. I'm going to my 9th year. By December this year, I'll be 9 years. So I've been through different cycles, and I've seen different experiences, and what I see in the media, what people talk about is different from what I've experienced. Yeah.
As an immigrant yourself.
Yeah. So that's why Courage Time is just the success story of an immigrant. Because so many immigrants have been successful. I've come across them in different aspects of my life. From when I started, from when I came to US to this point in time I am now, I've seen a lot of
success from immigrants. Yeah. So I was gonna ask you, what do you wanna shed light on?
I think I wanna shed a light on the journey, and we are this immigrant that taking the next chapter of their life.
Okay.
Because some persons are in the journey, and some persons have already made it, and some persons are in the pipeline of making it.
Okay.
So different stages.
Makes
I want to shine different.
Yeah. So just the stages of the growth and development of like an immigrant.
Exactly, that's what I want to do.
So what will it take for someone to be on your show? Do they need to have a success story already, or they can be working on the story before they get on your show?
So my show is gonna be based on the journey. You don't have to be like, Elon Musk or whatever, Facebook owner for you to be on Courage Time. No, you don't have to be on that level. You just have to. I want to hear your story. I want to see your journey. I want to see where you are in your journey, though. Tell me your story, or where you are, where you want to go, and you have a shot to be on Courage Time, though. So you don't have to be a celebrity. You don't have to be a billionaire.
No, but I guess what I'm asking is, like, Sarah, he's just not gonna look for just anyone to just show. Do you get me? So what I'm saying is that what will it take for you to look when they come to you, or when people come to you, because this is really gonna be big.
Yeah.
And immigrants wanna like use this platform to talk about, to, like he said, shed light on themselves. So when you see an immigrant reaching out to you to want to be on the show, what is gonna be that factor that you look out for to say, okay, for this reason, you're interested enough for you to come to my show?
Your story.
Your story,
exactly. Your story. Everybody's story is different. No immigrant story is the same. Every immigrant has a unique story. That genuine story, that authentic story. That's what's gonna bring you here.
That's gonna bring you here.
You don't have to like
fake it. Don't have to pretend.
Just be yourself. Tell me your story.
Whatever come. Okay. Now we know.
Exactly.
Now we know. Now I know what to tell my guys now. Listen, this is what you need to do to come to Courage Times.
And you don't have to pay to be here, though.
No, very soon they will have to, For sure. So I was gonna ask you, the next question I was gonna ask you was, so you've talked about what you want to shed light on the story, but I think the next thing I want to talk about is how this was born and what really inspired you, because you said you've seen the different journeys and development of different people around you, and even you as an immigrant. But like, what point did you get to and you were like, okay, I want to do a podcast to talk about this?
So the time this stuff was born, I would say it was a pure passion for me. It was like a pure passion, like how would I say that? Through my own personal journey. Because I have a story to tell. I have my own story to tell. And I know that immigrants out there that have a story to tell too. And some of them have not had the opportunity to tell the story. Because when they tell the story, it can be an inspiration. And also for people that also want to come to whether US or Canada or Europe. So this story could be like an inspiration to them.
Got it. That was the point you got.
That was like, I have my own story.
Got it.
other stories out there
Makes a lot
that
of
need to
sense.
be told too, though.
And it's a very interesting story.
Yeah, a lot of interesting stories. So it's
Do
gonna
you
be
find his story interesting, Sierra?
Yes, very.
Yeah. That's why you married him, I guess.
And it never gets old. He tells it all the time, and I'm like, still laugh about it.
Oh, so he's like excited about his story as well.
yeah, for sure.
One thing about him is he's excited about almost anything about his life.
Because I feel like my life is it's like a book that keeps writing itself. Understand? Like he says, there's no end to that book right now. So I just keep writing, making stories, making memories, just enjoying the journey so far. And I feel like a lot of immigrants have the journey. A lot of immigrants have the story. A lot of immigrants have been through maybe not the same exact path I took, but there's a lot of immigrants that we can communicate on the same level. We can, you work in this place, I've worked in that place. Or you've done this stuff, I've done this stuff. And we just laugh about it because we know what it is like.
Yeah, you can relate.
So yeah, it's like some of them are some of them are funny stories, some of them are inspirational stories.
Yeah.
Some of them are it's just a mixture. Like
Got it. Some of them are sad even.
some of them are sad stories.
Yeah.
So it's just it's a how would I put it? It's a raw document. Or
Raw mix of all
raw
of
mix of
this
everything.
natural occurrences with people.
Sure. Yeah.
We're not gonna get into his story today.
Right.
Because his story is for a special episode. He's gonna tell you the story from when Nigeria to the US.
Yeah, so like I think it's just like
intro
it's my
thing.
introduction to Courage Time. So, and we're gonna be doing this every time, and it's gonna get better and better every day. You understand? So
It can only get better.
for sure it's gonna get better. So you look for us, our Instagram, our Facebook, our whatever you get your podcast, you can get it. Courage Time is gonna be there. It's gonna get big though.
It's gonna be big.
For sure.
Well, I think the last bit we want to talk about is like the name Courage Times. Because I remember when we were talking about the name of this podcast, and I was just shocked. He called me. He was like, "Nah, it's gonna be Courage." I was like, "Courage Times."
Yeah.
So how did that? Like, what gave birth to that?
I've looked for a lot of names to call this podcast. I've looked at inspirational names like immigrant Johnny, and there's so many names there. I've looked for different names. I even checked some names in Greek. And
we did. I remember.
And
We checked
so
some names in Greek as well.
I checked for like Johnny, the name Johnny in Greek. I checked for so many kind of name
that fits the narrative.
that fits the narrative of an immigrant, but like
Yeah.
I couldn't. It's either it's taking or something. But I just like, you know what?
I think we even landed on boundless journeys.
Boundless
like
journey
that.
though, but it's just
Yeah.
out there taking. So I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? My name is
Unique.
Courage. Yeah, my name is Courage, and Courage Times, it just goes together. Like, you know what? Let me call it Courage Times, and
Word.
that name it just sounds unique. And I just like, yeah, this is the name. When I got it, I know this was the name.
You know what's
yeah.
interesting about that name is that he didn't call it Courageous Times. He wanted to stick with his name. Do you get it? Like that's how you know the Nigerian in him was like screaming. He said no, it's gonna be Courage Times. I was like, why not Courageous Times? It's not Courage Times. And you got it. You.
Yeah, when I got it, I know it was, I don't understand. I just thought that was like, this is Courage Time, and this is the name. It was unique.
That makes a lot of sense because his story fits the name as well.
Yeah.
Like you need to have had a lot of courage to do the things he's done. Do you get me? Yeah. I feel like so it's just really interesting. I know this is gonna be big. It's gonna be huge with time, and I'm really excited for this, big bro.
Thanks, man.
I won't even lie. I'm proud and excited
We're
for
so
you.
proud of you.
I'm imagining your wife sitting there looking at you and looking at the screen. I know she must be thinking, my man's made it.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm really excited for you, babe. Is there anything
Thanks,
else you
man.
want to say before we close out the episode?
I think you just keep watching and understand. So this is a channel, a platform where you can relate and
Get encouraged.
get encouraged, get motivated. You can even laugh through it.
It would always be real.
It's something unique and it's something that's gonna go bigger and bigger and bigger. So I look forward to hear your reviews, your comment, and what you think about it every day. So thank you so much for this episode. It's great. And
I want to say something before we go off here. Everything you're going to hear in this podcast is going to be real. Like,
sure.
he's even said to me, before we even recorded this episode, he was like, let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about nothing.
Yeah.
Everything has to be original. On
I don't want it to be rehearsed.
Yeah,
or
no
anything.
rehearsal, no
Yeah.
pre-talk, everything just raw
Yeah.
on the actual episode. So just know that you're not gonna get any fake immigrant stories. We're not gonna cook any Latino story or Asian story for you. Everything's gonna be real. And
sure.
yeah, so I really appreciate that, because a lot of times people try to cook nice and, you know, viral stories for people to listen to, but this one's gonna be real. If it's sad, it's gonna be sad. If it's lively, it's gonna be lively as well.
Sure, yeah.
So thank you, big bro.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow. Instagram, it's Courage Times. Facebook, it's Courage Times.
Yeah, the wife said it all.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Signing out.